Well, hey everybody, it is Wednesday. It is the 7th of May 2025. I've got a quick and very unique little spicy product review that I wanted to do. Found this in a local grocery store called Harbor Greens. I have no idea if anybody who watches this video and is intrigued by the product that I sample is going to be able to find it. I haven't looked for it online. I don't know where else it would be available, but it just looked fascinating enough that I just had to pick it up. And I hope that it's good as it, I hope it's at least as interesting and worth trying as it appears to be, because it was not cheap. So we are going to try today Patagonia Provisions Spicy Mussels. They are hot, they are tangy, and they are sweet. This is an all-time first for my channel. I have tried canned fish before on the channel, and it was a huge disappointment. It was these canned fish with like spicy peppers in them. It wasn't spicy and it wasn't good. I have never done a shellfish on the show before, or on the show. This isn't a show. I've never done a shellfish on this channel before. All right, so here's the description. Well, this isn't the only description. There's another one on the back, and there's one on the side as well. Why is an outdoor clothing company making food? People buy a jacket every few years, but they eat several times a day. If we're going to save our home planet, it starts with food. That is a quotation from Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me something about it. I have absolutely nothing to say about Patagonia as a clothing line. I don't own any of their stuff. I'm not really an outdoorsy type, and said it was outdoor gear. So, hey, maybe if you're a Patagonia fan, you'll be intrigued by this. Oh, and here's the back. It says hot date. Let's see what this is all about. Pop open this tin to spice up your social life, because nothing's hotter than a savory, plump bivalve that actually improves marine biodiversity, especially when it's amped up with chilies. Date night snack, obviously. Okay, I never thought that the consumption of canned mussels was a potentially romantic thing, but I don't know. I'd at least want to thoroughly brush my teeth before we got to the next step. How about that? Smoked canned mussel breath. Anyways, there we go. Whoa! Well, the first thing I'm going to say is to tilt the camera forward, because if I tilt this towards the camera, it's going to spill the liquid. But look. Oh, shoot. I'm really screwing this video up, aren't I? There we go. Pick it up from this end. Here, look at that. That's actually pretty. Like, that looks really aesthetically appealing. We're going to do a smell test next. Maybe you could base a hot date around eating these. They don't smell too bad. Now those just look like plain old bell peppers. Let me look at the ingredients. Man, there's a lot of time being wasted in this video. The ingredients: mussels, mussel broth, organic apple cider vinegar, organic red bell pepper, organic extra virgin olive oil, organic Spanish paprika, organic cayenne pepper, and salt. Okay, so the only remotely hot thing in there is cayenne pepper, but I think the primary pepper in there is going to be the red bell, because it's probably not going to be all that spicy, but it could be really good. There you go. Okay. Broth's kind of nice and tomatoey. As far as canned mussels go, they taste good. I'm not getting spice from that, but I'm really enjoying it. I mean, really enjoying it. That's some of the best canned seafood I think I've ever eaten in my life. I mean, it's delicious. It doesn't even taste canned. It almost tastes fresh. Wow. That is a really, really nice product. And there's a tiny bit of a tingly just back of my mouth, like back of my mouth, top of my throat, just a little bit, tiny bit of a tingly burn there. That's quite an interesting product. It is very high quality, considering what it is, seafood in a can. Um, I like the little bit, the tiny bit of subtle heat that the peppers add. I haven't really. I think I got a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, and that's why I'm having the heat. See, I don't know because red bell peppers and cayenne peppers are both the same color, so you're not really sure when you're taking a little pepper bit whether you're taking something spicy or not. That's a bit of red bell. Well, I like this a lot. I used to eat canned seafood quite a bit as a kid. It always disgusted my mother, but she would always buy it for me because I loved it so much. But the smell that would waft up from the can really disgusted her and other people around me. I don't think that this would. This smells kind of nice. Very fresh tasting for a canned item. I think the broth is nice and tomatoey and peppery, and there's just a little bit of spice in there. It's a great snack. I still don't know if romantic is the word that I would apply to, sharing these with somebody. But I suppose, if somebody doesn't mind the taste of, what do they say, a bivalve? A savory, plump bivalve. Well, if you don't mind the taste, sharing the taste of that with somebody else's mouth, then perhaps you could have a romantic encounter that begins with Patagonian spicy mussels. Okay, so I'm going to give them a 7. That was a really good product. I'm going to give them a 1.5 for spice. Very, very little spice in there. It's not really, really a spicy product, but there are cayenne peppers in there, so I can't say that it's not a spicy product. Got a nice subtle flavors, a nice subtle blend of flavors, and it's interesting. I've never really read anything like this before, and I'm impressed. So, there you go.